The pathless path is not a road you walk with your feet, but a journey you take with your soul. It is not about reaching somewhere, but about dissolving the need to arrive. Fear falls away when you realize there is no fixed destination. The pathless path asks you to let go of control, and trust the flow of existence. This is not about escaping the world, but about seeing it through gentler eyes. Each moment is the destination, and each breath is the arrival. To surrender control is not weakness, it is a return to wisdom. And in this wisdom, life becomes a gentle unfolding. The pathless path is not outside you, it begins in your heart. And when the heart is open, the way is already clear. We spend much of our lives holding tight, believing control keeps us safe. But control is only a story the mind tells itself to avoid uncertainty. The pathless path teaches, certainty is not real, presence is. The rain falls without permission. The sun rises without our effort. In truth, the greatest forces in our lives are never under our control. Freedom begins where control ends. The illusion of control is like grasping water, the tighter we hold, the more it slips away. When you surrender, you stop drowning, and instead, you learn to swim with the current. Life was never meant to be controlled, but to be experienced. The pathless path whispers, let go, and you will be carried. Fear tells us, you need certainty to be safe. But the soul whispers, you need openness to be free. Walking the pathless path is not about removing fear, but about walking anyway. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the choice to live beyond it. The unknown is not an enemy, it is a teacher. When you trust life, fear begins to dissolve like mist under the morning sun. On the pathless path, each step is guided by faith, not by control. This trust is the foundation of freedom. Every moment becomes an adventure instead of a threat, and every breath becomes a reminder that you are safe in the flow. A young monk once asked his master, where is the path that leads to enlightenment? The master simply pointed to the flowing river. Confused, the student said, but that is not a path. The master smiled, exactly. The river flows freely, yet it always finds the sea. So too is your life. The student realized that enlightenment was not about control, but about flow. The river became his teacher, whispering, trust, and you will arrive. He saw how water bends, pauses, rushes, yet never stops moving forward. And in the river's rhythm, he saw his own soul reflected. We often confuse surrender with weakness, but true surrender is the highest strength. It takes wisdom to trust the unseen. Surrender does not mean giving up, it means giving into life. The synchronicities, the closed doors, the opened ones, all are whispers from the unseen. Control narrows your vision, surrender expands it. Strength lies not in holding tighter, but in letting go gently. And in this wisdom, you walk with grace. The heart learns to rest in what is, not in what should be. And in resting, you find the strength you always carried within. We live in a world obsessed with goals and destinations. But life is not about reaching somewhere, it is about experiencing every step. The pathless path is endless, and that is its beauty. The taste of tea, the warmth of sunlight, the sound of rain, all become sacred. Living without a destination is freedom. The destination is here, always here. When you awaken to this truth, every step becomes holy. Joy is not found in arrival, but in presence. And presence turns ordinary moments into miracles. We live in a world obsessed with goals and destinations. But life is not about reaching somewhere, it is about experiencing every step. The pathless path is endless, and that is its beauty. The taste of tea, the warmth of sunlight, the sound of rain, all become sacred. Living without a destination is freedom. The destination is here, always here. When you awaken to this truth, every step becomes holy. Joy is not found in arrival, but in presence. And presence turns ordinary moments into miracles. A traveler once entered a dense forest without a map. He feared he would get lost, but a sage told him, do not search for the road. Walk slowly, and the forest will guide you. He noticed the leaning trees, the sunlight, the sound of water, and found his way. Later, he realized the forest had always been guiding him. Awareness, not control, is the essence of the pathless path. The forest whispered through silence, every step is already enough. And the traveler walked with trust, not fear. The mind craves certainty, but the soul blooms in mystery. Not knowing is not emptiness, it is possibility. The flower does not know if tomorrow brings rain or sun, yet it blooms. The bird does not know if the branch will hold, yet it flies. Why must you demand certainty, when life itself thrives without it? When you embrace mystery, fear transforms into wonder. And wonder is the essence of the soul. In mystery, the heart stays soft. And in softness, truth can enter. In the end, you realize, you are not walking the path, you are the path. Every breath is both the journey and the destination. The pathless path is the unfolding of your own heart. When you release control, you return home to yourself. When you walk without fear, you walk as love. And in this realization, you no longer walk the pathless path. You become it. You are the river, the journey, and the sea. And peace is your natural way of being.